It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. With it on the return is Logan. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gonna throw right side here, complete. 7 yards, the pick up there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he put it in one-handed. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, well, the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Leonard Fournette,
71 yards.
And the Bulls are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Koo, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. With it on the return, it's Logan.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
77 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Huntley.
He'll buy some time right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
James Robinson.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Bulls have taken the lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Brian Burns able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. gets well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the pistol, here's Elliott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
To throw, Huntley.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Huntley to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. He's got room to run past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Two minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson, and he goes across the 20 to the 22.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Huntley. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. He finds his man. Complete. It's Neal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Huntley escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off play action. Huntley sliding out of the pocket. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bulls would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. With it on the return is Logan. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Flush to his right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a second down and 6. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Looking to throw. Huntley flushed out right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A first down carry by Elliott. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. 27 yards. And the Wizards have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, it's Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football.
Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I
guess. Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Now, after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. We'll run it now with Robinson. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On first down, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.